about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and here he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo will win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gonzalo running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Of course, at this point in time, CAF has actually released the name of referees that will be in charge for the Super Eagles match against the Lone Stars of Liberia. Also, we are going to be saying that the Falconers actually resuming camping ahead of the clash with Congo. Also, looking at Rangers United, they have actually unveiled an MPFL coach. These and many more will come at you on this edition of Sports Orbit. This is the last edition for this week. My name is Olawale Ayeni, and I'll be your host for today. And as you can see with me in the studio, Salifu Usman and Alpha Acho is here to talk sports.
It's a pleasure.
Of course, looking at CAF, getting to give us the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Tunisia, officials for the game against Liberia. We all know that the game will be going down right there in Morocco, and at this point, they have given us referees from Tunisia who will actually get to officiate, that particular match. A good one from CAF, if I must say, Salifu.
It's a CAF from FIFA.
FIFA
appointed the ref. Well, what do you say is a good one? Is it because they are giving the North Africans? What do you mean by
Of course, Liberia is not from North Africa. We are not also from North Africa, but we'll be playing the match in the North African region.
Well, the good thing are both of Nigerians and Liberia are West African side. So let's have good with the best thing is whoever they appointed, what is expected of the referee is just to do the needful and officiating the match fairly. So as far as anywhere, as far as I'm concerned, I don't normally mind when the referee is coming from. But what is expected of the referee is to come out of officiating free and fair. As long as give the fair and do the needful, it doesn't matter any referee can come from anywhere. Even though the referee come from Liberia to officiate against Nigeria, I wouldn't mind, provided he does his job fairly. So that's the most important thing. And I believe that the North African they always have when it comes to they always have more referee when it comes to appointing both for CAF or for FIFA for officiating the match. And what is expected, what we do is to go into the field and do the needful and officiate the match, not to give people any side of the team. And do the job fairly.
Alpha will be playing in Morocco, and we know that it is a home, far from Liberia at this point in time. Will it count for them, or it will actually count against them, and it will be in favor for what the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
I think that based on the quality of we have, this for the fact that they're not playing at home, it's an advantage to us. If you're playing a team that that you're taking more superior to in everything, and they are playing at home, there's always still that chance of them, trying to, spring up an upset or trying to at least do their best in front of their home fans. And this time around, they'll be really missing that. So it's actually not an advantage to Liberia, if you ask me, but that's the truth of the matter. So playing out there in North Africa, it's a neutral ground basically. So and in cases of neutral ground, in most cases, the better team always comes out on top. So I expect this to work actually in, the favor of the Super Eagles, especially hoping that the man we have at the helm of affairs will take this match as serious as anything and not think, okay, this is Liberia. They don't have the caliber of players they used to have some years ago. So we should just go there, underrate them. And of course, if we underrate them, we all know what will happen. So in this kind of match, we need to capitalize on the fact that we're playing away, on the neutral ground and try and secure all 3 points.
Of course, at this point in time, out of 4 games, the Super Eagles of Nigeria have 9 points. Actually, followed by Cape Verde. They have 7 points in that particular one. So it's going to be a tricky tie. If we go and draw Liberia in Morocco, Cape Verde goes to beat Central African Republic, will be tying the same point.
Very dicey.
And they'll be coming to Lagos for the last, match. And if anything get to happen, then it will be very, very, disastrous for the team if the Super Eagles do not get to qualify to the next round. So we keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully, the boys will get to resume in Morocco next week. Ahead of that important clash with Liberia right there in Morocco. Away from that, we head straight to the Falconet at this point in time, where they are expected, to resume campaign ahead of their crucial, World Cup qualifier against the Congo in that particular one. We know that they actually won the first, preliminary round, and now they are set to face Congo, and a 31 woman player has been actually listed to come into camp for that particular one. Danjuma, Christopher has been the man in the helm of the affairs, actually doing well when it comes to the 8th grade. But Salifu, looking at the tactical ability of Danjuma, Christopher Danjuma, and also with the players invited into camp, Congo, will it be a walk in the park for the Falconet?
In fact, just like Alpha normalcy, football in Africa has the gap is getting closer every day. So there's no anything that you expect that whoever you are going to play, I don't expect that you are going to just working on the power, just a pushover. There's no anything that is a pushover anymore. But the most important thing, I still believe that Falconet will not have much trouble against the Congo. If you're looking at their match, they win their last match to qualify from the preliminary round. 11-0 to go to this round. And Christopher Dagman has been there for a very long time, although he was not successful when they was given an interim job with Swagger. He was the one that responsible for our not qualified for the Olympic. So, but as I think so far, I don't well with the Falconet, and I still feel like the Congo will not have much trouble. So let's see how it goes.
If the Congolese can defeat the Egyptians 3-1 on aggregate, and we actually we defeated Central African Republic, but looking at the quality of the Egyptians with the Congolese, will it say it's going to be a difficult match for Christopher Danjuma and his girls?
Well, I don't think it should be a difficult one. This is age-grade competition, especially when it comes to female football. Still, somehow Nigeria still has the edge. Really, I haven't seen the Egyptian side play, so at this point in time, I don't really know how to assess them, side by side with the Falconers. But I really expect that the Falconers, based on the pedigree, we have when it comes to female football, and of course, at this level also, I expect that the Falconers should be able to at least get one over them.
Of course, Alpha is hoping that the Falconers will actually emerge, victorious after, the 2-leg match in that particular one. The 31 players are expected, to resume the Abuja campaign, on Sunday, November 7th, in that particular one, with the international passport and with their training kit. Are they supposed to bring their training kit, or is the NFF supposed to provide their training kit for them? Because what I'm seeing here, they're supposed to come with their training kits.
That's a big slap there. Can you calling the national team player come to the camp to come with their training kit? Even at the club, this is unfortunate. I don't think it should be true. I don't know why NFF will ask NFL, Nigeria Football Federation. You are telling me that that's why all the qualifiers, all the hype about the Nike deal, and you're asking the player to come with the training kit. No.
And the international passport.
That is serious embarrassment. International passport, best certificate, that one is accepted because maybe from the camp they don't need to go home again. So they need to pay with your passport. That is, every player is also accepted. It's a worldwide one. But asking the player to come to their training kit, what kind of training kit are you asking them? With all the deal having it Nike, all they know about the Nike deal, are you asking the team on the international team to come with the training kit? No. That is serious. A big slap on us. No. It's unfortunate.
Of course. it's unfortunate. That's actually coming from Salifu for the NFF to actually ask the players to come with a training kit. But let's just wait and see how it pans out. Hope they not demoralize the players before they get to play Congo in that particular World Cup qualifiers. Away from that, but we're still talking about football, where Abdul Mekava has been unveiled as the new technical advisor of Enugu Rangers at this point in time. As you can see right there on your screen, he's actually holding the Rangers jersey at this point. We saw, is this in Plateau United? He was coach for Plateau United last season, and now with Salisu Yusuf getting to join the Super Eagles, so it has created a vacuum in that particular club, and he has actually joined Rangers United at this point. Is this a good move from Enugu Rangers? Who benefit more from this deal? Is it Makava or Enugu Rangers?
Well, I mean, this kind of deals, they go side by side. It's more a case of rob your bag, you rob my bag. Both of them will benefit, whichever way you look at it. But I think it's a good one for Rangers deal. If followers of the local football scene here all know who Mekaba is, what he has done for the game. I mean, in my opinion, he's one of the best local coaches we have around. So for a team like Enugu Rangers getting him, I think it's a plus for them. Even he alluded to the fact that Enugu Rangers is one of the most organized teams in Nigeria. Absolutely, the code now. Yeah, exactly. So I completely, and you can't dispute that. It's a big side. When you talk of the sides who have survived since the 70s, you're talking of Enugu Rangers, they're probably 3SE. Those are the sides that have always been there for a long time. So I think it's a big one for him, for Enugu Rangers, and I really hope that this partnership will produce some amount of success.
Salifa, according to Kaba, he said, as you all know, I have served in many top clubs around the country. I must say that Rangers is the best organized club in the country. I have been a secret admirer of the club even from my youthful days. Support and the followership of Rangers is unprecedented at this point in time. The last time Rangers actually won the MPFL was far back in 2016 when the likes of this guy talking about Kenneth, of course, that's was the one that actually guided the Rangers team to win the MPFL 2016. But looking at Kaba, is it capable of making Rangers champions again over the MPFL?
Well, the technical abilities of Abu Mekawa is not in doubt. He just is one of the best lookers we have within the domestic league. He has traversed from north to west to south and around. So he was from Wiki. He went to Enyiba. From Enyiba, he went to Upper United. From Upper United, back to Plateau United. So he has moved around, and in all these clubs he moved around. You always saw his impact on the club. So definitely coming to Rangers, it will be a big plus for Rangers, and at the same time a big plus for Mekawa, because at the same time Rangers, just like that for Rightness, is one of the oldest club and one of the only club that have not going down.
Absolutely.
From the 70s to it's only club. As shooting stars have going down several times and coming going down several times. But Rangers remain in the top league for a very long time, and up to today they may not have had what they have in the 70s, in the 80s, where the like of Shaman Christian Shukus and live with them dictating the space for the Rangers. But Rangers has always, although they may not be winning in terms of titles, winning from the center today, but they are always at the top league. And so definitely coming to Rangers, just like Abdul Mekaba, one of the most organized club in the most organized club. So let's how it goes, and they have the name going, and definitely Abdul Mekaba, who he is, he has the quality, he has the capabilities, and by the times with the management structure of with his technical abilities and the management structures in the Rangers putting together, I think Abdul Mekaba way more capable than their previous coach, which
most people will say Salisu is the most experienced coach when it comes to the NBA.
Experience in terms of what?
Exactly, one of the most experienced. Can't just say experience. There are so many good coaches in the NPFL, so you can say one of the most experienced. Not like he more experience than all of them. So
experience is different from your technical. Yes,
exactly.
you oldest, but you have
course.
the technical input.
Exactly.
What you see. So Abdul Mekaba, just like we said, Abdul Mekaba is one of the coaches. I often I keep wondering why did I have not even given an opportunity to even manage end of the national team.
Exactly.
I always feel disappointed.
Of course.
Of course. We wish Abdul Mekaba all the best right there in Enugu Rangers. Let's see how it gets to pounds out when the NPFL gets on the way. But just so sad at this point in time, we don't really know the specific date that the NPFL will actually get to kick off. And the December break is just around the corner. Let's just see what the NPFL, the LMC, will actually come up with.
Just sorry, this may not be on the menu, but if the idea of when LMC is going to is on probability.
Of course.
So except God do something, but up to today, nobody knows definite date. And even the LMC, the chairman of LMC, nobody knows. And if you put a call to them for them to even respond to the call,
they will not get
a response to the call.
We don't know the definite date that we will actually go for that the NPFL will definitely start. But at this point in time, we know that it is definitely a time for us to go for a short break now. When we come back, Mikel's contract in Kuwait has been
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Once for
Hello and welcome from that particular, a short break. I will go to our next story at this point in time, where Al Kuwait LC has terminated Mikel's contract in that particular one. Just so sad about that story actually coming from Kuwait at this point in time. According to what the club actually wrote on their Instagram handle, that the termination of the contract of the Nigerian John Obi Mikel, it actually read on their Instagram handle at this point in time. Mikel at this point is 34 years old. He was linked with the club in July, and after several times with the Sky Bet Championship side, talking about Stoke City. Salif Usman, Mikel contract terminated. What does he talk about the Nigerian player who will be wanting to fly that trade in Kuwait?
Well, it's still in the first place. I was not even happy, or I was not even know what influence or what may have attracted Mikel to Kuwait. Somebody who has played in the top league, in the top club.
Some people say it's oil money.
Top club, Champions League winners, going to Kuwait to go and play football for what? For money, for what? And at the same time, to me, after 4 months, and now his contract has been away by the El Kuwait Sport Club. So it's in the first. Sometimes players need to look before they move. If okay, you came back after his soldiers in China. You remember he went to Turkey.
Yeah.
You have to by more concept, you have to terminate his contract with the Turkish club. Come back to Stoke City, and he was doing well in Stoke City. If the Stoke City does not renew your contract, you can still have an option. Why not to go back to China or go back to US instead of the Kuwait?
People say it's oil money how far.
And then the oil money is if I were able to join go to Saudi Arabia when the Galo and Ahmed.
There's also money in Kuwait. Don't forget, their league is not known and all of that, but there's plenty money in that.
But the plenty but this now is an embarrassment to Mikel.
Of course,
the sport at the sport club.
Then what does it even tell about Nigerian players who be wanting to
No, the truth is
that trade in Kuwait?
And for a young player who is just starting out, could go there and succeed. But the truth is, I think Mikel is tired of even playing football. Let's face it. No, of course.
He's just 34 years
That's what
old.
I'm saying, because even at his level, if
Ronaldo
he really wants to
36
play,
and he's still
there are so many
playing.
leagues in Europe
Zlatan
or in the
Ibrahimovic
championship. There are so
is
many
40
leagues
years
if he
old,
actually wants to play.
and
He
he's
has
still
to
banging
get
goals
broker
for
all those kind of things.
Or if you don't even play the Champions in the Championship League, people go there, even the
That's what I'm saying. So there are so many
even go
leagues
to
even in Europe
the
itself. In so many leagues in Europe where Mikel will be gladly accepted. But I think he just felt, okay, let me go to one league somewhere. The money was tempting when there, and I mean, he didn't even play any match. They said he was more of a tourist than.
Of course.
So I'm sure he was not even reporting for training and all of, because for a club to just decide to terminate your contract, it means maybe they actually signed you. You were collecting money and not even coming to training or even doing anything related to why you were there and could say Kuwait in the first place.
Of course, so many people will say Mikel, Champions League winner, Nations Cup winner. He has actually virtually won everything in football except for the World Cup.
As well just even call it quits. I mean, of course, you go to a point, you call it quits. It's into coaching.
But Mikel is just 34. Ronaldo 36. He's still banging goals.
They are two different.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic 40 years and he's still banging goals.
Some players retire at even 30.
Yes. Of course, this guy
retired even at about maybe 33.
This German guy that played for Chelsea, I think he retired at about 29. Is he surely or something?
Okay, yeah, Andre Schuller. Yeah, exactly.
He actually retired at 29.
I think 29. So if you can call it quits, I'm sure you must have acquired enough of knowledge and other things to keep him going. So it's not by force. Once football leaves you, he has left you. You can't play at that level again, and it's time to just hang your boots.
For me, if going to Kuwait and Kuwait terminating his contract is a big slap on him, and that would definitely affect if he still want to play football.
His reputation, of course, it will definitely affect his reputation to some level. But let's go away from football. Let's head straight to basketball at this point in time, where the leadership crisis rocket the Nigerian Basketball Federation has actually give room for the sports ministry to actually take charge over the Tigers World Cup qualifier campaign that will be starting in November at this point. Crisis rocking Basketball Federation now the Tigers is about to go for qualifiers and don't even have a leadership at this point in time who will actually take the team to the World Cup qualifier. But actually for what's the way forward for the crisis rocking the Nigerian Basketball Federation.
The way forward is a step that the ministry is already taking. Either we like it or not, the ministry is still owning the sport and they are doing oversight the sport. And remember that the position of the secretary is not position, is still intact. So the secretaries and some basketball basketball stakeholders who are not involved, didn't belong to any of the faction. Minister can bring 2 or 3 people to join the secretary and then do the tender and I think that's what they have done so far, putting the 4-man task force together to be able to move to arrange and how the basketball the Tiger will also their captain will also suffer. That is why at the same time we also have a Basketball Africa League. So the representative will emerge and whoever emerges, those in charge of those task force will take care of those campaigns pending when the substantive board came on board. And I think that the ministry is already taking the step. To me, what they have done is the best. Is the best thing to go by and ensure that they postpone the election and let all the internal ranking be settled before anybody can go for the election.
Of course, still talking about basketball at this point. The ministry has actually set up a 7-man reconciliation committee for that particular federation. The chairman is Sheila Ojo. He's the chairman of that particular committee. Alhaji Abdullah Yola is the vice chairman. We have Barnes Umade as a member. Mukhtar Ne Ikedi Antonin Aluko as secretary of that particular reconciliation committee. Are they supposed to bring both aggrieved party to be a mediator between those 2 parties?
The thing is the MBBF crisis keeps taking a big turn. When you think that things have been resolved, something different comes in. We thought that by the minister taking action, even the minister is looking like he's a bit confused. He's been indecisive on what to actually do. Because you dissolve the caretaker committee, elections have been postponed, and that should be it and take other measures that now we are hearing of another reconciliatory committee again. So what happens if this committee sits and they still don't come to a meeting point or they still don't come to an agreement? What happens? Will there be no elections or will they now reconstitute another caretaker board to oversee the of the federation? So what exactly will they do? So, but for now, let's wait and see the outcome of what this committee is, and we hope that the report comes out as soon as possible too.
Sorry to digress a little. We know that the crisis rocking the badminton federation. There was the minister actually set up a caretaker committee in that particular one. Even the AFN during the crisis, rocking the AFN. We didn't actually see a 7-man reconciliation committee. But why is it that now the minister is now setting up a committee for basketball?
There's some things that we need to also understand about the basketball. Either we like it or not. I don't know that some of us have this idea. Basketball is one of the most elite. Anybody that play basketball is very sound and educated. Basketball is the only sport that you hardly see somebody playing basketball that is not sound and that is not educated. Most of the people who have play basketball are either a degree, most of them, the least certificate have, expect of them is a degree. You can't have that in football. You can't have that in most other sports. So those who are in basketball are very informed. So you can't talk with their foot shots when it comes to it. So you are dealing with people who understand what they are doing. So that is why the minister of whoever cannot just take a unilateral decision, just take after decision the way they always get away with other sports. So to me, setting up the infrastructure committee is the best way to do. After we resolve it, you need to let the two factions stay coming together, iron the agreements, give and take where this and this and if you look at the committee that we consider, except the chairman which I don't know much about it, Abayola is a former staff of Abayola is a former staff of the Ministry of Finance, a veteran in sport administrator, so he know in and out anything that has to do with basketball. The other man, Bab Gunde, is a Gida vice chairman, isn't
Vice
he?
chairman.
The
Now,
Kita-
why not putting him in the
So
conversation
that's
committee?
another
What
thing.
So
are
wait,
you
now,
saying?
he's a Kita vice chairman, and if you look at the Mutar Caleb, Mutar Caleb is also another man from the other faction.
Oh, okay.
So that means
It has balance.
so both factions have a representative inside. And if you look at Mrs. Aluko, Mrs. Aluko is one of the very, it's a former staff of the ministry and very sound sort of a no nonsense woman. So I think that those people that are from Bob was just there to represent the faction on the other side, and Caleb was also there to represent the other side and bring the idea together. So Abayola's the Alukos, and I don't know much about the shaman, but those people I think will definitely ensure that whatever is the crisis, whatever is the issue, to be put together and solve this problem.
Of course, no doubt about it. The problem will be sorted. Just quickly, I will look at Victor Moses actually scored to spoil Leicester's party right there in the Europa League that actually went down yesterday. They played out a 1-1 draw in that particular fixtures. Impressive performance from Victor Moses. He's actually said that he actually said the Nigerian Football Federation should not actually call him back for the national team. Quickly, let's look at the fixtures that we have for you this weekend, where we know that the star match it will likely be happening right there in the Old Trafford, where Manchester United will host Manchester City right there in the Manchester City derby in that particular one. Alpha, you can see on your screen, Southampton will start the weekend's fixture with Aston Villa today, where Bedford will host Norwich, Chelsea will be up against Burnley, Crystal Palace against Wolves, Brighton against Newcastle, Arsenal will be up against Just Econ's side, Dennis Emmanuel's side in that particular one. Everton will be up against Tottenham, another tricky side. That will be the first match for Antonio Conte. Leeds United against Leicester City. And then it will be a titanic battle. For me, yes, it's a titanic battle between West Ham and Liverpool, because West Ham this season, they have been fine with all Arsenal as Alpha.
Well, clearly the pick of the weekend, of course, is the Super Saturday clash between to Manchester, top clubs. As usual, it's a derby when it comes to these two clubs. It's always a very, very contested one. So I hope United must have learned from their mistakes against Liverpool.
Of course, head-to-head, Manchester United are top
clearly,
over
clearly.
up from the last 5 matches. Manchester United has won 3
overall,
and they have drawn 1.
Overall, head-to-head,
Man City has won 1.
edge over City. Of course, pedigree you can't compare. Of course, in recent years.
Looking at the quality of player and the quality of coach presently, who has the upper hand at this point?
Like you said, if you check the last head-to-head, there's something. Every coach always has that's your boogeyman, your nemesis. And for Pep in the Premiership, it seems to have been Solskjaer. Somehow, when it comes to Man City, Solskjaer has been able to, somehow come away with either a victory or worst case scenario, a draw.
But quickly, who do you give it to?
Yeah, I go for a draw this one.
Salifu, quickly, Manchester United versus Man City. Pep Guardiola and the apprentice.
Apprentice?
Yes, Oliver Solskjaer is an apprentice.
I don't want to refer to him as apprentice, but the only thing that even as I'm not a Man U fan, I only pray that what happened the last time we have is Super Sunday. It didn't go down well for Man United. That is not
tomorrow is Saturday, not Sunday.
Saturday. But the one thing is that both teams are desperate for victory.
Of course.
Remember, Man City suffered a heavy defeat against the Crystal Palace in the last match, and for this time they don't want to losing 6 points within the 2 matches. Is very difficult for them in the league as a very competitor. And they think that they want to win the league. So and at the same time, remember the prayer is still on only, and only will definitely not to say I'm still want to be a gentleman and make the Manchester United coach. So definitely it will be a tough match, and at the same time going down also Arsenal Watford is also going to be a very tricky tie. Arsenal has improved recently, but let's see how it's going to be on Sunday. So definitely Arsenal still want to win, and at the same remember Watford lose their last match, so definitely they also want to bounce back.
It's going to be a cracker.
It's a loaded weekend.
Of course, it's a loaded weekend for fans. Place your money where your mouth is at this point in time. This is the package for Sports Orbit for this week. It was nice, talking sports with Salifu and Alpha right here in the studio.
And happy birthday. We will know where the party at after the show.
Of course, thank you very much for all your birthday wishes. We are telling our viewers to return when the Sport Orbit return right there on Monday morning for yet another fresh edition of Sport Orbit. But we'll be reviewing what really went down during the weekends and also what the week we hold up in the world of sport. But for now, I'm saying do enjoy your day and your weekend. For me, Valerie, I'm saying bye-bye for now. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.